Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer myself at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. It is my greatest good fortune to be here with all of you, talking about Swami and sharing some of my thoughts. I pray to Swami to speak through me. So I was just Googling first about what is Aradhana. And of course, it comes with a lot of synonyms. Aradhana is adoration, worship, devotion, paying homage, and our gratitude to Swami. And we also say Aradhana Mahotsavam. Mahotsavam is great festival. Then I was pondering about this Aradhana Mahotsavam. So from that sense, paying homage and offering our gratitude, how do we do that? So then I was thinking about our Swami. So gratitude, he gives some gifts. So he lacks nothing. So what does he need? He doesn't need anything. So what are we going to give? And also Swami also said many times, my hand always goes like this, giving. He never puts his hand like this to take. So devotees of our Swami, what are we going to give to him who lacks nothing, really speaking? He has everything. So in that sense, we cannot offer any physical gifts, to be precise. So we might think, oh, I give this, I offer flowers, I do this, I give so much money to all these projects. We might some people might be thinking, and those kind of things. But really speaking, that is all nothing in zeros, that he's not expecting those kind of things. But he's expecting something. How do you say that he's expecting something? Then I was pondering over that as well. So one immediate quote of Swami that everybody remembers: if you take one step towards me, I take 100 steps towards you. Then it's a very simple statement. If you take one step, you have to take only one step. So that means there is something that he likes, that he has to come towards you 100 steps. So that means something that he is liking from us to give. So one step you have to give, and he gives 100 steps. Then I was taking about my case. In my case, I would have to say, whether I put one step or not, even I think of putting one step, our Swami comes towards me million steps. Oh my God, it's just thinking about that itself tells how much gratitude and how much we have to think ourselves to give to him. So he doesn't need anything, but also at the same time, we have to give something what is that pleases him. Because anybody can give any gift, and sometimes people give gifts, it will be still in the corner of our home and we never use it. What kind of use is that kind of gift? And to our Swami, we want to give something that is very precious. So what is it? So I'm sure you all would have heard Dr. Reddy's talk on Aradhana Mahotsavam. This is that divine gifts. Everybody knows about those 5 divine gifts. Anybody wants to say it? It's the divine name, form, leelas, teachings, and the organization. So these are the 5 divine gifts which he has elaborated very well. So are these gifts that we received from Swami. So here we are talking about what we are going to give to Swami. First, let us understand from my perspective, what did I receive? Of course, we all received it, but what is the use of receiving it without using those gifts? That is also important, right? So we receive always gifts, but if we don't use it also, it is not good. So he gave the gifts. If I don't use those gifts, that is also not good. So I was pondering about how first I received my gifts. So coming back to that, this is just taking the memory lane at least decades, 1970s, late 70s or around 80s, early 81 or something like that. That is the time I remember my grandmother, mother's mother. You know, at a home, there's a lot of challenges always, the middle class family, eh, so many expenses, so many things in India, how it goes. And my grandmother came and she was very, I mean, we are Brahmins, we are, devoted to God, and it's very common to see in India. But then, of course, we all have each Ishta Devata. So by my mother, it is Ishta Devata is, Kanchi Kamakshi Amman. So she is a mother worshipper. And similarly, my grandmother too. So, but then my grandmother actually in the 60s, late 1960s itself, she kind of accepted Bhagavan as her God and only God. But then my mother is still not into it because we were living in Madurai, and so she came to Madurai, and then that day, one day she said, of course, in our whole puja room, there are all kinds of deities there, Subramanya, every deity you can think of. Then she put this very beautiful picture of Swami, where Swami just, I have not, so many pictures here. That picture is not here in this home. I'm very surprised. But that picture is it's in my heart anyway. But she put it and said, my mother's name is Vijay Lakshmi. She always calls Vijay. This is the Lord. Now he is our Lord. All other deities, it's okay, but this is our Lord now. Then till that time, you have been praying so many, my mom had list of, Sahasranamams and you name it, she chant those. She had prayers list itself like 6 hours, 7 hours goes every day. So she chanted. So this one, when Swami came, my mother did not connect at that time. But for me, it is different. The moment she put it, I was thinking, why so many things? There's what should be only one Lord. In fact, Raghavendra, so many pictures were there. And the one moment that put it, that picture came in, and Swami took over. And I was very happy with that. And I took that as my, I didn't question anything. So he is my Lord. But then it has to internalize. Swami has come to my home. The name and form has come to my home, but it has to not coming to the home, physical home. It has to come to the home here inside. How does it come? It is sometimes, we don't know ourselves. And Swami was coming to Kodaikanal. And what happens is usually the trip goes like this. Swami comes from Bangalore, he takes to Madurai, and from Madurai he goes to Kodaikanal. And so what happens is the car which takes Swami's car, will come with the previous day itself. So I came to know through the organization. At that time, I was not so involved. But then there were some devotees there. They told Swami is coming. That's all I know. It's the early 1980s. Then we said, okay, we can go to the airport and have darshan. So I asked my mom, that particular day was so many things happening. Some people were coming. My mom was not happy because so many challenges and stuff. So I was going on pestering my mom, okay, I want to go to the airport to see Baba. She said, no, not today. It's not going to work. Then this idea came. A few, 3 or 4 people, devotees said, okay, we are not going to the airport. At least we can go just 2 kilometers. If we go, there is a road. It's called a place called Fatima College there in Madurai. That road only Swami's car has to go. It's a very good road. That is a better road than any other road to go to Kodaikanal. So Swami's car has to come that side. So why don't we go there and stand and see him? Then morning itself, we just got up and went. Of course, when Swami's flight is going to come, we don't know anything, any information. Let's go stand there. So we are standing hours and hours. We didn't come back, and it was almost like afternoon. Then suddenly, bike was coming very fast, and we were looking forward, and then the Lord's car also came. So it's only four people just sitting standing on the side of the road. The car came so fast. We can look at it. Look, so fast means really fast. The moment it was Swami's car came very close to us, I don't know what brake it was. It was just Swami was instructing that driver to go slow or whatever it is. Completely, really almost slowed down exactly like where I was standing. And that is the first darshan of Swami and myself. I'm seeing Swami and Swami is seeing me, almost like very slowly coming, and I was slowing. Swami is like inside, I was looking at him like this, and Swami was looking at me. That I was 12 or 13. That is just connected. I mean, I don't know how that was. That is the first darshan, and of course, he entered my heart after that. That is, after that, for me, anywhere I go, I don't see, for me, everything is Swami. That's all. He is my guru, he is my everything. I go to Ayyappa, Bhajan, all that stuff, but still, after that, everything left. There is only one God for me. Okay, so he entered my home, my heart. So, divine name, divine form. Now, there has to be some Leela, right? But Leela, I've never been very fond of. I'm not very interested. Okay, that has to happen that I have to believe in him. It's not needed for me, but still it has to happen. And just want to share because he wanted to test every time. So this is around the 90, again, few years in the 80s itself. My mom was having fever and this and that. Nobody was able to find out what the issue was. It was going for like months. Suddenly she will get so much fever and then she will be like 1 week off. So it's not flu or anything like that. So there is clearly there's a problem, but no doctor was able to identify what the issue was. Then they took her to hospital. I was little actually, 1984, 85. So my month I was like 13 or 14 again. So in a year itself it happened. Then she was in the hospital. She didn't even come for months. So we don't know what was happening. Then suddenly they had to do a surgery, they said. Then only first day I've seen my dad a little bit very much worried. I was not seeing her all the time. He was doing different things, and I were asking what was. Oh, the doctor said they are not sure about the surgery. Also, they're going to do, and they did the surgery, and it was miraculously she was back again. Well, the thing is, it is a miracle for me from a perspective of looking at it, because everybody said she's not going to come back, and then she was in the after surgery also. So she was in coma for some time. Then she came back. So we said, okay, this is again the grace of the Lord that happened. So everybody said it's a miracle. It is a miracle. But for me, what it mattered is that this all things come, but I grew very strong. Now coming back from the Leelas to the teachings, we always hear very much teachings, no need to worry about. In Arcadia Center, you get every week full of teachings only about Swami's teachings. The most important is love all, serve all. That's the one mantra, Taraka mantra we can always keep. And that is the best teaching that we can even also follow. So that used to attract quite a bit for me. And then the Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. All the entire world, I cannot see any suffering, to be honest. Even see a blood, I cannot really take it. So that's how I am. I'm made of that way. Then one day, what happened is, this is back coming to Bangalore. I was actually It's any teaching, anything, I wanted to practice myself first. So I do that way. That is the way that I'm made of again. Then Bangalore one time, so Swami, go to Brindavan. First time that also after coming to the studies there and joined the college. So I said, okay, let's, myself and one of my friend, Narayan his name. So we both went to Brindavan. So Swami's place where Swami comes and stays there in Bangalore. So when we went there, we were going in the bus. On those days, you just take a public bus. So I went into the bus, and it's a long journey actually. Bus takes an hour and a half. So in the bus, it was slowly. There won't be any people in the beginning, and then slowly everybody comes, and there will be a lot of crowd, because if Swami is there, then there will be a lot of crowd. But Swami, on that day, Swami was there, so we were going to see Swami. Once in the bus, I was looking, and then we got a nice seat and were sitting. Then there was one lady came. She was pregnant, and then so immediately I got up and I gave the seat for her. And then my friend also got up and gave the seat for the mother of that lady, and so both were sitting, and they were so thankful to us. And after that, they got up and they left, and then we again sat. Then again, the moment the next stop, another people came, and we were not sitting, and then we just gave the seat for those elderly people. One man who was watching this whole thing from the back, he's a Sevadal in Brindavan. So he was, the moment we got down, nothing happened. He just grabbed our hands. We don't know anything. First time we are going to Brindavan, and he grabbed our hands, dragged like anything. Come, just I don't know what, dragged like anything, exactly like the Trai Brindavan, like the gate. He just put it to us. Wait here, I'm coming back. Then he went. The chief Sevadal Venkatraman, he went straight to him and said, "Sir, these two guys has to get the badge today." Then badge means, do you have the picture? And I do have a picture. Then they put the badge. Right away he signed. This man is saying he's signing. Okay, where are you? He said, which center they have? They have, for Sevadal they need all this information. Oh, now we are from the Indian Science. Oh, okay, then no problem. They signed it. They put Malaysian center, some center they put it. And then they gave the badge. And then I put the badge, and then, okay, stand here. And then that was good. Okay, Swami came, and Swami nicely saw both of us and went. The best thing is Swami, then Swami, after that, he went to put up the back again. He came for 2 days, and the next day we went there and we saw him. He went back to. Why I'm saying is there's a little sacrifice. Immediately Swami gives that sign of grace. So you had a darshan. But the best part is the next week also we went, and that time Swami was in Puttaparthi. So there's nobody. Swami is not there. Nobody goes in those places anyway. Then we went there, and then they said, okay, you can work here. And then we were working whatever the work they were giving us Sevadals. Then the next week, again Swami come back. It was very unusual. From just 1 week he went to Puttaparthi, again he came back to Vrindavan. Then I said, okay, Swami is coming, so why don't I go? Then that man told, if Swami is coming, why don't you come in the morning? I came in the morning. You wouldn't believe that other man who was working inside Trai. So when Swami is inside in the Trai, there are only 6 boys Swami has already selected, and only those boys are allowed to be inside. Nobody else will be allowed, because that is a VVIP area, that inside nobody can go and sit inside. It's outside darshan is okay, inside the gate. And I was there, immediately that man said, why don't you go inside? Then he said, to go inside that particular thing, you must have 2 decades of service. In India, there's all so many levels there. You must be this, then only you can go inside. Then I will be very happy to go inside. That's not an easy joke though, but I don't want to take advantage of anything. Then that man said, no, it's very, then one man grabbed and Then those 6 boys said, "Sir, you came and helped us last week. Why don't you come inside?" Then I took some risk and said, "Okay, go inside." And stood with these 6 boys. I'm seventh boy now standing there. You wouldn't believe Swami comes there and he looks at all this. Now 6 plus 1, 7 is standing there. He's looking and then he just blessed and then went. That became the sign for the Sevadals. Oh, Swami accepted him now. Just 2 weeks. Can you believe it? What all I am saying is that a little bit of sacrifice is all enough to please our Lord. I know time is running up. I have to close here. The only important thing to finally to conclude this is Sathya Sai International Organization is that is the most important thing, because why we have to associate ourselves to organization. It's not that one moment or 2 moments that you have, but how to continue and cherish your moments and live with Swami. So these activities, when we are coming, like Uncle was saying, satsang, this satsang is the one that is actually taking you and again making you to pine for the Lord. Otherwise, we'll be individually, you'll be lost. But with all together, with that one like-minded, everybody is devoted to God here. Everybody sits here, they can talk for hours. But the whole point is that this, when we all come together, when we all think about, and this organization is the greatest gift. Now, the step that you have to, for all of us to actually give back to Swami, the thoughts about Swami. Sarvada, Sarvakaleshu, Sarvatra Harichintanam, Sai Chintanam. If we all can think 24/7 about Swami and think about Swami and do his work, that is the step that we take towards him. That is the divine gift, because he has given the gifts. Did we give the gifts? And that is the only way we use the divine gifts, what he had given to us, and give back to him. Then he will be running towards us. With this, I will close my talk. Thank you so much. Sai Ram.